Ladies and gentlemen, 230 repeal, I'm telling you, will be a disaster for conservatives. Remember, you heard it here first. Folks, there is a serious conversation to be had about Twitter and Facebook. Now, again, disclosure, I have to do, I am one of the, owners of Parler, which is a rival to Twitter. It's only fair to put that out there. There are some new listeners to the show. I know others are tired of hearing it. Parler had a great week, by the way. Thank you. We were still in the top 5 in the App Store because people are tired of Twitter and their nonsense. So we do appreciate that. Parler, if you'd like to jump on board there. But folks, being one of the owners, investors in Parler, I do have an kind of intimate inside baseball knowledge about what goes on with tech companies and how it works. There's a big conversation right now about repealing Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act. Section 230 basically says that these social media companies can claim platform status rather than publisher status. To be clear, a publisher is someone like the New York Times. If they publish an article and say, Dan Bongino is from Mars, we know it, we've seen his DNA, the article's obviously false. I don't know, who knows? Maybe I am from Mars. I doubt it, but I can sue them as a publisher and say, listen, you published this, it was an editorial decision, it is defamatory and false, I want money damages. And I have taken that track with another publisher I felt defamed me. When you get platform status, so we're clear, is everybody following me? When you get platform status, it is very difficult to sue a platform because a platform is saying, we're not a publisher. People post things on Twitter and Facebook. We're not responsible. Therefore, if Joey Bag of Donuts posts Dan Bongino's from Mars on Facebook, I can sue the person, to be clear, but I can't sue Facebook. Facebook's like, no, we're not a publisher. We're a platform. Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act is what enables websites and social media companies to claim platform status. Very simple. There has been a call now amongst many, which I have to be clear, and I have been from the start, I think is a bad idea. And it was summed up nicely by the Wall Street Journal today by Andy Kessler, who's brilliant and is, by the way, is not a liberal by any stretch, about why repealing Section 230 is going to be a really bad idea and will lead to more tech censorship, not less. Wall Street Journal, Andy Kessler, no quick fix for social media bias. Stripping sites of their liability protection might spur more unfair censorship. Folks, I've warned about this repeatedly. I've seen this from the inside. I don't speak for Parler. They have their own PR department. They can do their own thing. I'm telling you, even though I do have a financial interest in them, I'm telling you as an independent person, this is a really bad idea to repeal 230 protections. Why? Don't listen to me. Listen to Kessler. He sums it up beautifully. If we take away this platform status, Section 230, we'll end up with more censorship. He says, why? Because if platforms are suddenly liable for everything posted, comments, Facebook comments, tweets, comments under a whatever, New York Post comments section or something like that, the knee-jerk reaction will be to take down everything questionable, leaving us with giant receptacles of baby shark videos, which would diminish the channel's small business use to reach customers. Say goodbye to competition too. Yes, I know. There are hundreds of smaller social media competitors, one I'm involved with, by the way, he's right, that wouldn't be able to afford the software, let alone the tens of thousands of humans to take down every, quote, questionable post. Folks, I'm sorry. I know a lot of you will disagree. I know it, and that's fair. I respect and value my audience, but I'm never going to lie to you. I can't jump on this train. It has nothing to do with anything. By the way, in case any of you think, which is fair, well, Dan, you got involved with Parler and it would crush you guys too, so maybe there's a conflict of interest. Way before I was involved with Parler, I warned you about the damages that could be done to tech companies before I even knew about Parler. You will spur more tech censorship, not less. It is not the answer. I am really sorry to put this out. It is not the answer. Now, I owe you an answer. So what is the answer? I said it on Fox and Friends this morning. You understand why, right? If they lose their platform status and they can be sued for any comment on Twitter and Facebook, they're going to pull down everything. Everything. Because they don't want to be sued. It's not hard to figure out. And when I say everything, I mean pretty much everything conservatives say. And they'll say, no, we pulled that conservative. We were afraid of being sued. The better way to do it is to, on these platforms, let people use their own filters. Twitter has it now. Muted words, mute words. You don't want to hear about whatever, voter integrity measures. You think it's a Republican talking point, just mute it. I don't care. You don't like my commentary? Go to Twitter, go to settings, put in muted words, and mute Dan Bongino. But these algorithms have got to stop. I'm with you 100% that the algorithms that selectively filter out conservative content, it is a terrible business decision, and the algorithms have got to stop. There should be an option to mute words and filter content, or else it's open season and the platforms are not responsible. Outside of criminality, pornography and stuff that would break FCC rules, we get that. But other than that, political opinions, it should be open season. One more thing. There should be no interference whatsoever with campaign information. None. The FEC should get involved with Twitter, and that complaint is a valid one that Twitter, we'll see where it goes legally, we'll see where it goes with the FEC, but it is a valid complaint that Twitter removed damaging information to the Biden campaign before an election and still hasn't removed damaging information about the Trump campaign in the last election that was debunked and is already proven false, like the Michael Cohen Prague story. They haven't removed that. These are legitimate Federal Election Commission campaign violation complaints that should be investigated. Those are the solutions. But ladies and gentlemen, 230 repeal, I'm telling you, will be a disaster for conservatives. Remember, you heard it here first.
You just heard Dan Bongino.